Thanks for watching the first Kawasaki 1250 video. Almost 500,000 views so far, so we decided we'd come out with video number 2. In this video, I want to talk a little bit more about the technical aspects and the performance aspects of the bike. In the first video, it only had about 100 miles on it, so yeah, we weren't going to wrap it up, but we will wrap it later on. You'll see in the dyno over at Kurt Jordan Engineering. We've done a bunch of 30-mile rides with the bike, and it's been flawless. We're running 100 low lead aviation fuel and 36:1 premix in the fuel oil ratio. Seems to run well. Today is a special day. We're back at Kurt Jordan Engineering. This time we're going to test the Millyard 1250 Kawasaki 5-cylinder. And this is Kurt's shop, as you can see. Kurt, what, about 40 years of racing and tuning experience?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so we're getting the dyno set up, but there's a little bit of everything going on here. This is sort of a dream come true for you gearheads out there. Everybody's been asking, how much horsepower, how much torque does this thing make? Well, we're going to try not to blow it up today, but Kurt's putting it in the computer and we're going to see what she does. So to get RPM setting, Kurt's got to find a coil. And on this bike, we've got 3 coils in the back. I think 2 coils underneath the gas tank. So 1, 3, and 5 are located back here, and that should give us a good source. Temperature on warm-up. We're up to 267 miles. Right now the bike's running with 36:1 Castrol 927 and 100 low lead aviation fuel in an effort to stop or decrease detonation. About 120 horsepower, wow. And what was the RPM that we got, Kurt?
Well, that's something I'm going to double check on the computer because it's running much higher on this track than this.
Okay.
It was idling at 3,000. And I did set it up for 360 degrees every time the crank goes around on one push. We're going to double check that next after the smoke goes out.
Yeah. So here is horsepower and torque.
Yeah, this is the RPM across the bottom. We started at 2,500 and ramped it to 7,500. And it's falling off right here, so no reason to ramp higher. And this is the torque graph here.
So our maximum horsepower was about 121, 22.
Yeah, a little bit over 120.
And our max torque was about 96, 97.
96, right. But the torque is great. Look how it comes on early.
Awesome. And that was in third gear?
Third gear.
So that's 145 miles an hour. Wow. So it'll get up there. Be a little wobbly at that speed, I think. Yep. I find it about 90, it's a little wobbly on the street. Pretty amazing.
This is the third gear roll line. And this is the third gear out of the all gear.
Very cool. All right, you want to do it again? We decided after the first several pulls we better check a spark plug. Kurt thinks everything's going well, maybe running a little bit rich. And we reached a top speed of 145 and about 78 foot-pounds of torque. Or no,
more than that.
98.
We'll have to double check.
We'll have to double check. And about 121, 22 horsepower. But that plug looks pretty good to me. What do you think, Kurt?
Rich. It's on the rich side.
Checking to make sure there's no diamonds in there.
How old is this plug?
That plug probably has 100 miles on it.
Okay. Well, it's working good and it's safe.
A little on the fat side.
Yep.
Smoky in here.
So this has gone a lot better than any experimental bike test has gone. And this is great. We got RPM pickup with that new pickup that made it a lot better. We got torque, and it's got a good flat power band. It's on the rich side, which is safe, and it hauls ass.
So we don't need to run it anymore if you think you're not getting anything else out of it. So.
Well, all we want to, for you, I just want to run it up into gear and see. And concentrate not on running the bike for the dyno test, but do a run just so I can see what the RPM difference is in the tachometer.
wanted to know if we had any operational problems or tuning problems with the bike. The only major problem we had was that the 5-cylinder non-electronic ignition system, which has 5 sets of points and 5 coils, requires more voltage than the charging system can put out. Found that out on a 30-mile ride when the battery was dead at about 25 miles. The answer to that was to replace the front headlight, which is 55 watts, with a nice little LED unit, and that only draws 13 to 16 watts, and also replace the taillight bulb, which only draws about 3 watts. Gives you a big savings, and I've not run out of electrical problem on any of the longer rides we've done. Thanks for watching our second Fipple video on the Allen Millyard 1250. The performance on the dyno was simply amazing. Over 160 miles an hour, 98 foot-pounds of torque, and I believe 121 horsepower. Kurt thinks we could have got a little more horsepower out of it with some finer tuning. And when I talked to Alan after sending him a teaser clip, he thought the clutch was even slipping a little bit. Really impressive overall, and the best news is we didn't blow it up. Thanks for watching. Kirby Kramer, Kramer Classic Cycles.